Hi everybody. Well, if you've ever wondered how your local government works or wanted to get involved, we have just the solution for you. The Wichita Public Library is teaming up with the Wichita Independent Neighborhoods Association to offer some classes. And we are fortunate to have two of the Wichita Independent Neighborhood Association members here with us today. We have Don Landis and also Dr. Carla Lee. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you for having us. We're really excited to have the opportunity to come out here today and to talk to the Wichita people about something that we're very excited about, and I think they will be too once they find out a little bit more.
And tell us about the different types of classes that you're offering.
Well, it's 5 series class, and it'll be run as a course, and so the people that finish all 5 classes in the series will actually get a certificate. Similar to what our mayor has done with his citizen training. We'll be coming from the citizen perspective, from a private organization, sharing how regular people in a community can get involved in how the city works. And first off, we'll be sharing in our first course an overview of voice, democracy, representativeness. Our second class will be specifics about the departments of the city, comparing 2 city models. Our third will be how to form a non-governmental organization in case you need to do some other way to make a change in a community. Our fourth one then are the details of bylaws and how to run good meetings in order to get input and get functional activities going. And our last is on leadership skills and styles.
And is there a cost to attend these classes?
They will be free.
Absolutely free. Absolutely free. We're very thankful that the Wichita Public Library is partnering with us to bring this, and that's one of the things we wanted it to be free, and it will be free.
And we did secure a sponsor funder.
Yes.
James Garvey's family.
The James Garvey Family Charitable Trust, they have funded us. I don't know if we say them out, but it's been funded in full, and we're very happy about that.
And where will the classes be held?
The first Wednesdays from January through May will be at the downtown library. So the set will be always at the downtown library for all 5.
The first Wednesday.
Then we spin out on our third Wednesdays to the outpost libraries. Rockwell, Alfred, Westlink, Evergreen, so that if you missed the first Wednesday, you could still catch the class on a second Wednesday at an outpost and then come back in. So there's really 10 offerings.
That's great, because things do come up, as we all know.
Yes, they do.
So if people show up to one of the classes, what can they expect? How is it structured?
Well, it's a very simple presentation. It's for 1 hour, and we're going to be very somewhat fast because we have a lot of material, but we've got a handout that folks can carry. We have slides up on our projector, and we'll be going through those. Our study guide allows you to go ahead and take notes and do that. We'll have a lot of reference materials that we'll include also. Things like, when does city council meet? How do I get on the agenda? That type of just simple nuts and bolts stuff that maybe you don't know and you'd like to find out. There's a lot of issues. I mean, this is what we've, in Wichita Independent Neighborhoods, we hear a lot of different issues out there, whether it be from the condition of the city streets, and not just the main thoroughfares, but back in your neighborhood, or whether you've got some vicious dogs running around. That's an ongoing problem. We're working closely with the city, but we still have a lot of work to do. A lot of people are complaining about those vicious dogs terrorizing kids as they're waiting for the bus stop.
So we're hoping with coming through WIN, Wichita Independent Neighborhoods, which holds annually a neighborhood university. And we have a large number that come out for that, but it's one day and one time. And so a lot of regular citizens a lot of times don't get there. We have a lot of heads of neighborhoods or heads of business organizations or government people. We wanted something simpler on a Wednesday evening that they might come out in a smaller scale to look at how to get involved. Our theory basically is that if you feel a part of something, you will be empowered then to make a difference in the community. So we're using kind of catchwords of interest first, then informed. You're informed. And if you get informed, then you might get involved. If you get involved, you're going to get empowered. And once you get empowered, you might make some impact, even just in your neighborhood.
The name of the course is City 101. Will you talk a little bit more about what prompted you guys to start this course?
Well, it's based on feedback from as we go out into neighborhood association meetings, or we just talk to people on the street. we find that there's a lot of people who want to do more. They're not particularly unhappy or happy. They just want to be involved. They want to find out what's the nuts and bolts. And I know before I got involved with all this, I wasn't real clear either, especially about district advisory boards. And then quite a few advisory committees are set up for all the departments. So citizens really do have an opportunity to have an impact, to have input. And this is something I think is very important to share. And people have been asking for it, so we said, hey, there's no better group in Wichita than Wichita Independent Neighborhoods to put on a course like this.
And talk a little bit more about your group. People may not be familiar with WIN.
The Wichita Independent Neighborhood Association was formed in 1993. Our lead out was Bob Wine, and he serves still as a past president giving advice to the association. But it was actually formed to umbrella all the neighborhood associations within the city boundaries and serves to help them organize, to advise about meetings and things, and then holds that annual neighborhood university. We haven't had a course as such, so with the feedback we thought it might work to, and this is just a pilot, we're going to see how it goes, but we're hoping to just give information, basic information. They would want to get involved in city work, or they want to get involved in the private neighborhood association work, and that could be neighborhood cleanups, that could be social hours that are held by the various groups, that could be attending programs. It could be getting to a DAB meeting and seeing what's happening in your vicinity, and it could be asking to do a proclamation before the mayor and the council on a Tuesday morning when they meet. There's just, to me, golden opportunities here for people to feel a part of our community.
And we definitely want everybody to be included and engaged.
We do. That's the primary objective here.
Yes, we work better and stronger together for sure. Which age groups are appropriate for this? Are high schoolers? Is it appropriate for them?
High schoolers, college kids, middle-aged people, people out of work, people in work, people my age, retirees. Everybody's invited. Everybody can gain something from this.
It's an open meeting, and we really wanted it that way. We're not trying to target an age group or an ethnic group or a neighborhood. We'd like it to be citywide, and we've tried to adjust the content down to what they normally say, middle school to beginning of high school levels, so people can follow along that. But we've prepared a reference list and some resources, including the city contacts, so that people that are further along in education could access those things, more on their own. With the resources, we'll have books like Robert's Rules, so people that are serious about running organizations will have the rule book. I talked just this morning with a colleague that's going to provide us with Constitution information that'll go into the packets that are there. So we're planning resources each time we meet to go into our 3-folder.
You're very helpful.
And one of the prime objectives that we had when we designed this was that it could be replicated. So folks can take our handouts, or they can ask us to come out to their neighborhood, and we'll be more than happy to redo it right there. This is more of a formal partnership, and so this is a structured thing, but we're hoping that people say, hey, we would like to hear more. I've got a bunch of people back in my neighborhood. We're all talking together. Could you come out and give us a presentation? And absolutely. We've designed it to
So it's for basic information, kind of like a high school government course would be our goal. It isn't political. It's informational. So, how do systems work? How do elections work? Not necessarily taking any side for any cause. But if you have something you want addressed, how could you professionally do that? If you want to do research, how would you go to open records policy for the city to find out more information? If you wanted to do a survey, how would you do that so that you could find out more information on whatever you're wanting to address as an interest area?
Now, is there a limit on class size, and do people need to register?
No, we have open registration to encourage people to drop in. There is, again, it's no cost. And the library can, depending on which of the branches we're at, anywhere from 50 to 100 people. We've set it up with a smaller group in mind for the first one. So we'll have tables and chairs. It'll be more like a classroom. But if we find that a lot of people are coming out, then we'll go ahead and set them up a little bit differently to make room for everyone. And I guess that would be our problem that we'd love to have, is that they're three deep, okay, when they come in the door. And if that's the case, we may work with our partners at the library and maybe schedule some additional sessions. Again, it's a pilot program. We're just feeling our way out through this, and it's going to get better and better and better, of course, as we go along.
We have one on our committee that will serve as our query person. So the initial plan in our mode of operation for instruction is mostly lecture with the PowerPoints, but we're going to have a point person to collect questions through the whole hour, and then we'll allow some time at the end to catch questions individually.
Have that interaction, yeah. Is there anything else you guys wanted people to know?
Well, we'll be going ahead, and of course, we'll update our Facebook page, which is Wichita Independent Neighborhoods, and we also got a web page that you can link to from the Facebook page. So anybody wants to find out more about Wichita Independent Neighborhoods, you can go to the Facebook at Wichita Independent Neighborhoods or whatever it is online. It's easy to find, and that's a great source of starting out to find out more about us and find out more about what we're doing and what you can do to help yourself in your neighborhood.
Or call us at 267-1700.
Well, thank you both for being here. It's been
thank
fun to
you
learn
for
all
having-
about it, and I'm sure you'll have a wonderful turnout.
Yes.
And we will leave you with the information for City 101. We hope you attend.